Claudia, you gotta be lucky every day of your life. I only gotta be lucky once.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we'll be talking about Power Book 4 Force, Season 2, Episode 10, the season finale. This is the final predictions. So down below, I want you guys to let me know exactly what are your final predictions for this episode. What do you see happening? We know it's about to go down in tonight's episode, man. Your boy Tommy got a lot on his plate. And even though I think Tommy's going to get a lot of victories in this episode, I would not be surprised if he takes a few L's, a few major L's that's going to affect the entire storyline. So we're going to see what's going to happen in tonight's episode. But let's go over this description one last time. Then we're going to go over those exclusive pictures and go over that trailer and give those final predictions. Now the title of the episode is called Power, Powder, Respect. And the description of the episode reads, Tommy orchestrates the grand finale of his long game to take over Chicago's drug world. When he's faced with the devastating personal sacrifices, he finds that he might just lose more than he's ever stood to gain. So just based off that description alone, I think we all can agree that most likely Tommy will be taking the L somehow, some way. I mean, it says that he is going to be faced with devastating personal sacrifices. So I want to know exactly what that's going to be. Is it going to be somebody involved within his family? Could it be Meral? I mean, something major is bound to happen. As I told you guys, I want to see some type of plot twist. I want to see something that's not predictable, but we're going to find out soon enough. But let's hop right into it. Let's go over some of these exclusive pictures. I dropped a video a few days back of these exclusive pictures. A lot of you guys had a lot of things to say about what y'all think is going to happen. Now, in this picture right here, it is a behind the scenes picture with Meral, Kate Egan, and of course Tommy. But we know in this next episode, and we know based off this picture, that Meral and Kate, they're about to have a conversation, y'all. We're going to see it for the first time. I want to know what it's going to be about, and I want to know if Kate is going to be disrespectful. In my final prediction, I believe Kate Egan will be messing some things up, whether it's with Meral or it's the whole D-Max storyline. I see her pissing your boy Tommy off. Now in this picture right here, we can see JP and we see Kate Egan once again, and we know JP told her to stay away from the whole D-Mac thing, just leave it alone, and he told her he will talk to Tommy. So do y'all think that's going to go as planned? Because in this picture right here, we can see Tommy and Kate looking like they're having an argument. And I'm pretty sure Tommy, he ain't going to be messing around with his mom. So expect it to be more drama within the family. Now let's get to this picture right here. We got Tommy, Diamond, and El Che. We know they will be meeting up in this episode. We know this is the grand finale of Tommy's, long game plan to take over. Will it actually work? Some people think that maybe Diamond will gonna switch up. I'm hoping not, y'all. I don't want to see Diamond switch up. I hope he does not listen to his brother Jannard. I hope he didn't really listen to the stuff that Miguel was talking about. A lot of people has been in his head trying to get him to flip on Tommy. Well, in episode 10, we're going to see if Diamond will flip or will he continue to stay loyal. We know he's on demon time and we know he's been dropping off people left and right. He ain't giving a damn. I just hope Diamond makes the right move and stays loyal to Tommy. But y'all know how they do in Power. They love to have, friends turn to enemies. So just don't be surprised if you do see that, whether it's now or in the future. But in my final predictions, I believe Diamond will have his hands full with this whole Mad Dog thing. And of course, King Kilo. He still wants Mad Dog gone. Even though he's 16, he don't give a damn. He said age ain't nothing but a number. So expect this to backfire somehow, some way. Now, your boy Isaac Keys, he put up on his Instagram a picture, a behind the scenes picture of him and D-Mac. And he says, where the hell is D-Mac at, right? So a lot of people have been thinking that in this episode, it's going to be some issues with Diamond and D-Mac. And we know at the beginning of the season, Diamond, he pretty much warned Tommy to handle D-Mac after he took out, Bennigan. He told him, handle him or I will, because we know D-Mac was talking too much. He was doing a lot. So I won't be surprised if we see something between the two. Some of you guys have even put out these theories talking about maybe, Diamond gets D-Mac to take out Mad Dog or whatever. I mean, I don't really know if it's going to play out like that. I just know that D-Mac will have a very interesting episode. And based off this picture right here, I'm pretty sure he's about to do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? I won't be surprised if he tries to meet up with his little, crush that we saw earlier on in the season. My final predictions for D-Mac is he's going to screw up like he's always done, and it's probably not going to end well. Now, let's go back to the official trailer. Remember in the official trailer, we saw Tommy getting into his car and we saw someone shooting at Tommy. Well, we haven't seen that scene yet. So that means in this next episode, we're going to see your boy Tommy getting shot at. As we can see, the Mustang, the glass is breaking and your boy Tommy got to get up out of Dodge. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be hell to pay for whoever is shooting at him. Could it be the Serbs, or could it be Miguel Garcia's guys that's trying to get payback on Tommy for doing things behind their backs? Well, we know this episode Miguel is definitely going to try to make his move on Tommy, and I would not be surprised if this is the case right here. Now, also, if you go back to that official trailer, we see your girl Claudia. She's running, and at the time, we really didn't know why Claudia was running. We just know it wasn't looking too good for her. But if you go to this trailer for episode 10, we see the boys. Look at them. Now, y'all let me know. Is these doors, is that alley that we're seeing, is this similar to what we're seeing Claudia running from? Well, in my opinion, that may be the case. Your girl Claudia, hey, she got some victories, but she's most likely going to take some L's as well in this episode. If we know Claudia, based off this picture right here, we'll be having a conversation with the Serbs once again. We see her, Elise, and Shanti, and they're having a conversation with the Mercury bitch. No one likes him. And at the end of the day, when Claudia gets the opportunity, she will try to eliminate him, in my opinion. But as of right now, they have to do business in order to handle Tommy. But based off what we saw these last few episodes, you can really tell Claudia is getting tired of this dude. And eventually, she will make that move. It just depends on when that's going to be. Now, in this picture right here, we can see, Bobby and Stacy Marks putting that pressure on Vic Flynn. She was putting that pressure on him in the last episode to go along with the game plan to when Tommy meets up with the cartel in order to bust him. We know based off the trailer and based off what we saw in the last episode, Tommy is very aware that Vic is the snitch. He's the rat. And I'm pretty sure Tommy will make the proper adjustments and he's going to counter anything that Stacy Marks is going to bring his way. Vic Flynn is pretty much a dead man walking. I believe Tommy will use him to get what he wants, and he's going to be able to probably get intel as well. All Vic really had to do was tell Tommy about this in the first place. That way, they could have had, eliminated that witness. But this is what Vic wanted to do, and now it ain't looking too good for him. Now, we know in the trailer, Claudia, she is running her mouth. We talked about this in the What to Expect video. My final predictions for Claudia is her just being entirely too cocky. And we can hear Tommy talking about this in the trailer, telling her, look, don't get too cocky. Don't believe that you can just do, too much and that you can't be stopped. Well, Claudia will believe that. And we know she's going to tell Tommy, you should have just took me out when you had the chance, which I told you guys before the season even started. They was not going to allow Tommy to do this. It would have been too easy. And they wanted to build up Claudia's character just to give her more development, in my opinion. Now, we know Shanti, she's going to be an issue. She is trying to screw over Tommy and she is trying to screw over Claudia. We talked about this and I'm pretty sure everybody most likely got the same prediction when it comes to her character. Just a matter of time before she gets caught up. She has a lot of things to worry about. Not just Claudia, not just Tommy, but also Jannard. Because if she thinks she's going to screw over Diamond, Jannard will take her out. And hell, if she slips up, we know Demon Time Diamond, he will eliminate her just like that. And as I told you guys, she cannot really afford to underestimate Elise or Claudia. And we're going to find out if she's going to be one of those characters that they build up in one season and they take her out in the exact same season. Now, my final predictions for Claudia and Vic Flynn is we're going to see one final scene between the two. Of course, Claudia is going to brag about what she's accomplished. She's going to feel like she got the victory over her brother. I won't be surprised if Vic is going to ask her for help or at least just tell her what's going down. I mean, at the end of the day, Vic, he ain't really got too much left. You know what I'm saying? So I can see this scene being very intense, very emotional. But when it comes to Claudia and her brother Vic, She has definitely got the one up on him. She is definitely in the lead. So we're going to see what's going to happen in this season finale. Now, also in the trailer, we talked about JP and Tommy. We know they're at a hospital. We know something major has happened. Some say, could it be, D-Mac? Did he get into some more trouble? Some say, did something happen to Kate Egan? Hell, some even say maybe JP's father is sick. At the end of the day, we know it ain't going to be, good. And we know Tommy, we can see the little spots on his neck. I told you guys he will be involved in that shootout. I would not be surprised if that's where these marks are from. But it seems like JP does not want Tommy there. We can see the tension in the air, and that lets me know it will be problems for the brothers in the season finale. And I would not be surprised if JP talks about D-Mac and how the things that happened to him is Tommy's fault. He's going to try to defend his son because that's what he told him in the last episode, which is going to piss Tommy off. I mean, Tommy helped him out. I mean, D-Mac chose this lifestyle over and over and over again. This is what Tommy told JP. That's on D-Mac, and he can't be mad at Tommy. He probably needs to be more mad at himself for what he's done for not even being in his life in the first place. But that is what it is with that one, man. I just know JP gonna be on one. We haven't really seen too much of JP and D-Mac for real this season. So if any of them get dropped off, I don't believe it's going to hit the viewers like it probably should have. And based off what y'all been talking about in the comment section down below, it seems like y'all don't really give a damn if they both get dropped off. Now, we know Demon Time Diamond going to be on one in the season finale. Y'all leave y'all final predictions for his character. I talked about him earlier on in this video about him and Tommy. I told you guys I'm just hoping that he stays loyal. I do believe he's going to have a major choice, and I would not be surprised about the whole D-Mac storyline if they end up giving us that in this episode. Now, let's talk about Meral. Now, my final prediction, I really don't see this ending well. I know Tommy, he is trying to do the right thing. He is hypnotized. Meral's cheeks got that boy sprung. I mean, he ain't thinking straight, y'all. This ain't the same Tommy that we know from the OG Power. Those cheeks got him on a different level mentally. You know what I'm saying? He can't see business for what he really needs to be. You don't need to be messing around with Meral, plain and simple. You don't mess around with her because you're going to put her at risk. This is why Tommy had that dream of Holly when she told him it ain't going to end well. You're going to get this girl hurt. I'm pretty sure Kate Egan is going to have some very interesting words for Meral as well. But we know Meral, she loves Tommy. She wants to protect him. We know the description pretty much tells us that Tommy's going to have some devastating sacrifices. So, will Meral be able to beat the Power Universe parallel? And we're talking about Tommy's character, because all of his love interests, they got smoked. All the girls' cheeks that he clapped, they got clapped for real, for real. So what's going to happen in episode 10? Will Miguel Garcia find out the truth? Well, I'm pretty sure he will. It's the final episode of the season. He got to find out. Janara got to put those pictures out. Stacy Marks, hell, she may even put those pictures out. But if you believe that Tommy's going to continue to have a happy ending with Meral, you already know that's not going to be the case. I just don't see it ending well. And it was people talking about, the whole fan theory. I didn't get a chance to talk about it yet, but the whole fan theory of Meral and Miguel and their father Felipe. Of course, it is the fan theories of Lobos and stuff like that. Y'all can, discuss that down below. I will believe it when I see it. I told you guys, I don't necessarily agree with every fan theory that come out or every topic of discussion that I talk about. I just talk about them for you guys. That way y'all can discuss what y'all believe down below. But I do expect something major to happen out of this whole storyline with Tommy, Meral, and Miguel Garcia. And we can see Miguel, look at him. Do y'all think he's going to continue to take L's? We know Tommy's been plotting and planning behind his back. He done lost his grandma. She told him the truth from day one. Cranium head screwed him over. And now it's time for payback. I believe Miguel most likely will get some W's in the season finale just based off all the stuff that he's been through this season. I don't see him continuing to take, L's. And even though I think Tommy's going to win, once this whole storyline is over, which could be the next season or even the season after that, we know they can drag it out if they really wanted to. I just see, Tommy having some issues with Miguel in this episode. And we know just based off the trailer, Tommy, he gonna be on one. It will be a lot of shootouts. We know Tommy got the strap. We know the trailer was telling us to get ready. and we can expect it to be a lot of action. My final prediction is it's going to be a whole lot of action. They got to go crazy for the season finale. Your boy Tommy, he got to turn up. We got to see some stuff that's not predictable. Maybe some old characters from the OG Power, maybe they pop up. Who really knows? We know in the trailer they show Vic Flynn at the gravesite, and this probably will be one of the last time, if not the last time, that he gets to go see Gloria, because he probably gonna be in the body bag by the end of the episode. I asked you guys the question, could the Flynn family, the whole Flynn family, be eliminated in season 2, or at least most of them? Because if Vic is gone, that means all they got left is Claudia. And as much as I don't like what Vic is doing, I believe if he is eliminated, I believe it's a wasted character. You know, because he had a lot of potential. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Vic Flynn had a whole lot of potential. And to see him get dropped off that quickly, I'm like, man, that's just crazy. I mean, the Flynn family was supposed to be rough and tough and big and bad, but they got wiped out. Hell, I won't be surprised if we see some issues from Dublin or whatever. I know a lot of you guys was talking about that as well. Like, will they check up? Will it be, more, issues with that? Well, we're going to find out soon enough. All I know is this, what Tommy is telling Claudia is true. She cannot get too cocky. She cannot think she's, not going to be touched. He only has to be lucky one time, and she has to be lucky every day of her life. So what y'all think is going to happen? Power Book 4 for Season 2, Power, Powder, Respect. I mean, if you're going to name it that, which is the theme of the show, the theme song, if you name the episode that, does that mean that Tommy is going to be the one that's going to dominate this season finale? Will he be the MVP, or will it be a plot twist? Will Tommy take a major L? Will he end up losing at the end of the season? Well, we're going to find out soon enough in tonight's episode. I will catch you guys for the quick thoughts, early impressions. I want you guys to be ready for the video. And also, I know a lot of people was talking about that bug that Vic Flynn planted at Tommy's spot. I'm hoping that Tommy goes back and he pretty much checks his whole spot to make sure that it's squeaky clean, and just in case something goes down, he will be good. But I won't be surprised if something major happens with that and it ends up affecting Meral and this Tommy Egan storyline. We shall see. And I did see people talking about, will Tommy go to New York after this episode, trying to tie in the storylines from Power Book 2 Ghost or whatever. As I always tell you, when it comes to these timelines and when it comes to Power in general, these timelines for real, they be all over the place, man. The ages and all that, it be all over the place. So I'm going to be patient. Whenever they want to give us that, Power crossover, I'm talking about major crossover episode, I'll be ready, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to see what's going to happen. I wouldn't be, mad if they did give us something from Power Book 2 Go, some characters or whatever in this season finale. But we're going to see. Now, I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.